Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Yeah, it's been a while. Ish, this consistency thing, it's a lot. But yeah guys, welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about something fun and interesting. Okay, not fun, but we're going to spill some tea today. So come along and let's get into it. Yeah, like a ting is supposed to. Hello everyone. So today we're gonna talk about something that's very close to my heart. I'm gonna have some notes so I don't forget anything, but guys, today we're gonna spill some tea, tell the truth about a few things here, right? Because I feel like sometimes we're not honest about these things, huh? Like starting a business, guys. There's some things I wish somebody had told me, very frankly, before I started a business, because yo kunzima, like it is real. So I'm gonna tell you about 8 things that I think people should know before you start a business. And this is customer service, product based, service based. Those 3 kind of fall into this. But yeah, these are some things that I think you should really know and prepare yourself for before you start a business, or else it's gonna just knock you off your feet, and not the nice kind. Okay, let's get into it. Number 1, not everyone's an entrepreneur, guys. Hey. Like, especially this lockdown period, COVID period, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Listen, bro, sis, it's not for everybody. Like, guys, some people are supposed to be employees. Like, just because you're an employee doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. Guys, not everybody is supposed to be an entrepreneur. It's a lot of work, and it requires a certain type of personality, certain type of mindset, because guys, if it's not for you, you will hate people who convince you to be an entrepreneur, because yeah, it's not easy and it's not for everyone. You don't have to be an entrepreneur, you can be self-employed. And guys, please, yes, understand, there's a difference between being self-employed and being an entrepreneur. Like north and south, east and west, whichever one you choose, but yes, very different, guys. So please get that right. Number 2, pace yourself. Ooh. You are going to need to pace yourself, because guys, the entrepreneur life can go from 0 to 1,000 to 200 to 500 to 20. Like, it's like this. So you really need to be that person who's strict with themselves when it comes to timing, putting your ideas down, how you're going to implement them, all that kind of stuff. Because if you are not, your mental health is going to kick your butt. Like, kick you in the behind. And you will feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster that is intense. So you need to pace yourself. If you can, find someone who can be your accountability partner, and that's someone who can remind you to slow down or speed up, or like that kind of stuff. Because sometimes you need to go, but there's sometimes when you need rest. Like, your idea will still be there, guys. Like, it'll still be there, but pace yourself, because you will then have what's called burnout. And guys, burnout is painful, and sometimes people don't get back from burnout, so you need to avoid it as much as possible. So rest, take breaks, because you're an entrepreneur, you don't have a timetable, so you're not doing 9 to 5 where you can switch off when you get home. Your business is wherever you are, so please remind yourself to take breaks, to take holidays. A holiday can be anything from 2 hours to 3 months, guys, and it's okay to take a 3-month break from your idea. It's okay, just don't forget it. And keep up with things when you're on your break, but take a break. It's very necessary, right? So I had to take off my glasses because the reflection is kind of annoying me. So I'm sure it will annoy you, but anyways, we move. Number 3, okay, write stuff down. Okay, I have about I think I'm on now 5 notebooks and counting. Yeah, it's like for every different chain of my business. That's me, guys. I like to write things down even before I type them, so don't mind me. But please write things down, because 9 times out of 10, English bundles deplete. You think about things when you're on the go, when you're moving, or even when you're working on something totally different. An idea will come to you. So write it down so that you can go back to it at a later stage in time. There's that version of write it down. Then there's the other version of write it down, which is keep your stuff in order, especially if you're a product-based business. If you know where everything is, it won't be difficult when now the taxman comes or the auditors come or the accountants come and they're asking you, sis, you bought this product, how much, where did you find it? And you don't know where things are. So when you write things down, you know where you sourced your products, you know how much it costs and what was the exchange rate that day if you're dealing with different currencies, things. Just write things down so at least you don't get overwhelmed now when you're starting to plan, and it's easier for you to plan. Like, I have a spreadsheet on my computer that kind of tracks all my purchases and how much I spent in a week. Like, it's broken down to daily all the way to annual now. So but that's because I have enough information to kind of put that stuff down. But when you're starting out, just have, be it a notebook or a spreadsheet or a Word document, whatever it is, even on your phone, where you write things down so that you know where things are. And depending on how you function, you can do sticky notes or tabs or whatever works for you. But please have it down somewhere so that when things now come to organizations, like especially when things like it's audit or tax, you have everything somehow in some sort of order. So it's easier for you then to kind of cut things out. And then when people ask you questions, you know, oh, there's this, I have an approximate figure for them, that kind of thing. So yes, please write things down. Number 4, sorry. Ooh, maths. You need to know your why, like your passion, why you started this specific endeavor. Because those days where it's now 3 a.m. in the morning and you have a customer bugging you for something, or you have a deadline that you're struggling to meet, if you don't have your why either written down somewhere as a mantra or something that you can remind yourself of, you are going to struggle, like really, really struggle. So know why you started and know why you're doing something, because that's always there to motivate you when things get hard, and things are going to get hard. There are days when you're going to want to smash your computer or fight with customers, but when you remember why you've done something, or you have a reason why you're doing something, it'll make the grinning and bearing it like 2-3% easier. Some days it's like 100%, sometimes it's like 2%, but it'll make it easier to deal with all the slack and all the foolishness that will come at you, because it's going to come. Like, it will come. You will hear what I mean later. Right. Next one, number 5. Your brand, or the story behind your brand, is very important. I learned this on some entrepreneur training that I was doing last year. People don't necessarily buy your product because there's probably about 20 other odd people selling the same product as you are somewhere in the world. But when you have a captivating story or like brand with your product, people will buy that. So listen, for example, what can I use? Uber. Uber is essentially a taxi service, but because you're able to choose what kind of car you want to use, when it comes, how it comes, that kind of thing, that is the unique selling point. That is their story. So they push class and choice and convenience. That is their story. When you have that thing, or cadet, as in people say, cadet, attached to your brand that you can push to a customer, it's much easier to sell your product than it is to just say, oh my gosh, I sell shoes. So they're going to be like, okay, there's like 50,000 shoe stores outside at the shopping mall. What makes you different? Like, why am I buying from you and not from, I don't know, Options or wherever you buy your shoes, guys? I don't know. I was thinking random things right now, but wherever you buy your shoes from. So that's very important. Have a story behind your product, because your story is kind of linked to your USP, a unique selling point. Those two kind of go hand in hand. when you have a viable and captivating story, your product or service will go off the charts with sales because people are captivated by your story, or they want to be involved, or they want to help. Whatever your story kind of brings out in them, they'll want to be involved. So once you get that down, guys, you can sell candy to a sugar store once you get a story behind your product. So please do that, and you won't struggle as much at the beginning with your sales. Now, number 6, customer service is very important. Like, I saw like 3 different people do a thread on Twitter this week. Chantel, Jeradi. Ooh, I'll link her channel below. She sells amazing stuff, guys. Like, check it out. Yeah, so customer service is so important, right? On one hand, I know the old adage is the customer's always right. Yeah. Now, if you are not a people person, that the customer's always right thing will grind your gears. So you are going to have to learn how to deal with people. Depending on how your service offering or product offering works, you're going to have to deal with customers. So you're going to have to learn how to take some aggression, be it passive or very obvious, and respond with a civil and polite response. Now you must understand, just because I said civil and polite, it does not mean you should let anyone take you for a mug. Because, guys, there are some customers out there who are gonna make it seem like you're begging for them to buy your product. Bro, sis, I'm here to tell you, I'm not begging for you to purchase from my store. Please treat me with respect and I will reciprocate. So these are now the major issues one of the major issues that comes up when you now start a business and you have to deal with people. I don't think anyone's stressed enough just how much humans can be frustrating. Like, I've dealt with, like I say this in my blog for my birthday, where a customer was pushing, and she ordered products with $150 and then disappeared. Like, how do I deal with a human like that? Because now I'm looking at you like, sis, I worked and I did this and I was so polite. I was taking your crap when you were saying whatever you're saying. And then you disappear on me. Like, do I have full... Yeah. So, you're going to have to deal with things like that. But then also, you're going to have to deal with the possibility of when, let's say, your suppliers delay you, or like right now in COVID, where suppliers can tell you it will take 1 to 7 weeks. And your customers used to getting their products every 3 days. Like, as much as everyone knows we're in a pandemic, people will try you. Like, for real, people will try you. So it's usually someone along the supply chain. It could be the driver who's supposed to deliver it. It could be the courier who's delivering to your client. You're going to have to take grace for other people's stupidity or mistakes. Like, yo, guys, I've developed a poker face that I didn't know I had within me. So there's that. So if you're going to start a business, please prepare yourself for like a monster Godzilla client and work backwards, because that's what you're going to get. You could be having a great day and then someone just comes in and starts whiling out. So please be prepared for things like that, and know that that's a big possibility when you're now dealing with customers. They can be wild, just for fun. Right. My final point, guys, is please enjoy the journey. Like, I know I sound like I was just doing bar humbug things in this video, but let me be very frank. There are gonna be some great moments in this entrepreneurship journey, in your business journey, that you'll hit and you'll be like, yes, I did it, mama, I made it. Like, your first sale is gonna give you this confidence that you think you can fly to the moon and back. Or like when you get your first bulk order and those sales that you've been needing suddenly come in one day, and you've been thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay my expenses for the month? And then bam, someone comes in and pays you like double what you were needing. Example, last week on Friday, I was having a terrible day in the morning. And then I went out to do deliveries and I had a customer buy something that was worth literally 60% of her order just because I had it with me. And she's like, no, oh my gosh, you did so well. You delivered on time and I was not even expecting it. So yeah, I also want that and that and that. And I was like, oh, yes, sis. Give me your money. I'll take it. So there are going to be moments like that will do that. There are moments that are going to humble you when someone like is gratified by what you've done for them. It's strange, like there'll be those moments that will catch you off guard. There's something that you will learn that you didn't think you knew, but someone finds valuable. So take it a day at a time, guys. Like, it's a great journey. It's a learning curve. It's a roller coaster, but it's fun. As long as you remember your why and you have concocted, and I mean concocted because that's what we do as entrepreneurs, concoct a great story behind your brand or product or service, and you enjoy the journey with your team, you will be great. Like, it'll be fun. Ooh, guys, bonus point. When you're building your team, please look for people who can align with your why. Because if they do not align with your why, your brand will start to look a bit disjointed. Yeah, like, ooh, I had forgotten that one. That's a very important one. Let's talk about the why. Your team needs to be in alignment with your why. Because if they're not, your brand will look a bit all over the place. And then customers will start to be like, when I spoke to your salesperson, they didn't really give me the same pitch you did. Yeah, so be wary of that when you start bringing people on. Even if it's just one person, as long as they align with your brand and story, you will hit gold and you will make money. But as long as they don't, they will start stealing from you. And when I say stealing from you is killing your brand and making clients run away from you. That is a version of stealing in my book, because now you're stopping my money from coming to me and I'm gonna have a problem with you. But yes, guys, those are my points of things I wish I knew before I started a business. I hope this has been useful to someone, because no, guys, it's a journey, but it's fun. If it really is for you, you will enjoy it. Like, people won't understand why on earth you're enjoying being up at 3 a.m. packaging products to deliver and stuff. But to you, it will make sense. And that is all that matters. If it makes sense to you and it's making sense to your bank account and it's not illegal, go for it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.